Okay, this is Module 5, Lesson 38, and it's actually the exact same learning objective as Lesson 37, which is why I crossed out 37 and put 38. So Lesson 38 is really just more practice multiplying whole numbers and mixed numbers using the distributive property. So I'm going to start with Lesson 38 problem set on page 174 of your math book. As I said, this is basically just more practice of what we worked on with lesson 37. Number one has us filling in the unknown factors. And again, a factor is a number that gets multiplied with another number. So I'm solving 7 times 3 and 4/5. So the distributive property means that I'm distributing the multiplication. Okay, so I'm distributing my multiplication across from my 7 to my 3 and then from my 7 to my 4/5, right? So I got to multiply 7 times 3 and 7 times 4/5. 7 sets of 3s and 7 sets of 4/5. And then I add all that together and that's my answer. So I'm distributing 7 times 3 and I am showing 7 times 4/5 here. Okay, so my 7 gets distributed. Now I can just solve. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 7 times 4/5. So 7 copies of 4/5 would be 28/5. Okay, and that's a fraction greater than 1. So I have to think in my head how many sets of 5/5 are in 28/5. Well, 5 times 5 is 25, so that would be 5 sets of 5/5, 5 wholes with 3/5 left over. So now I got to add my 21 and my 5 and 3/5. So 21 plus 5 and 3/5, and that equals 26 and 3/5. Okay, so basically the same stuff as we practiced with lesson 37. I'll go ahead and do, this looks like a fun one. C, 3 times 8 and 11/12. Okay, so again, I'm going to distribute 3 times 8, which is my whole number, plus 3 times 11/12. Okay, 3 copies of 8 added to 3 copies of 11/12. So now I can multiply my whole numbers. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 3 copies of 11/12 would be 33/12. And again, that's a fraction greater than 1, so I have to think in my head, how many sets of 12/12 can I make using 33/12? Well, that's the same as 12/12 plus 12/12. So that's 24/12. And can I get another 12/12 out? Well, let's see, that would be 36/12, so no. So that is 2, and 33 minus 24 is 9. So that would be 2 and 9/12. So I'm going to add 2 and 9/12 to 24, and that's the same as 26 and 9/12. Okay. We have a couple of word problems on the back side of the problem set. Number 3 says the distance around the park is 2 5/10 miles. Cecilia ran around the park 3 times. How far did she run? So the problem would be 3 times 2 5/10 equals, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply, you're going to distribute the 3 across, so 3 times 2 plus 3 times 5/10 and solve. Okay? And that is lesson 38.